Because it has a profound effect on my physiology, and my appetite and my mood. And you're thinking, what? They're not. It's just a food. How does the food affect your mood so much? That's silly. Um, I don't know. There's something about it, and I've tested it a million different times. I can go from being ravenously hungry to where I feel like I have low blood sugar or something. And consuming nuts will make me feel instantly better. I don't know what the effect is. Honestly, I mean, obviously eating nuts isn't going to cause a huge insulin response. It's not going to cause a raising of blood sugar. And I'm talking like instantly. Like the second I chew it and swallow a couple of nuts, um, I'll feel instantly better. So it has to do. What's the name? There's a name for the digestion that occurs before you even eat the food. And then when you put the food in your mouth, it starts digesting. Your body starts doing things to prepare the digestive process. So it has to be related to that somehow. If you want to argue psychological, it doesn't happen with any other kind of food. I'll have a. I'll feel like I have low blood sugar, and then I'll have, out of desperation, if I feel really miserable, some Smarties, which are all pure glucose. And I'll feel better fairly quickly, but it's not even like this. It takes like maybe like 20 seconds to a minute, and then it's okay. I'm okay. Yeah, I feel better. I'm not gonna pass out. Whereas this, it's just, and then it's not like an intense blood sugar rush that gets resolved when I eat it and swallow it. There's this very stable energy that lasts for a rather long time. And I might eat a lot of nuts and then get hungry again, like half an hour to an hour later. But if I don't eat and I just push through it a little bit, I mean, the hunger lasts a little while. But then maybe like 2 hours later, I'm like not even thinking about food. I am so like satisfied. It's like not even in my mind, and I can go for hours, like 4 or 5 hours, and not even think about it. The rate at which nuts leave the stomach, the digestive rate, I've read between 2 and 3 hours. So, using some simple logic, I would think that I eat the nuts, I get an immediate body's like, okay, you just ate some food, cool, good job, you're full, done, great. But they don't really digest that fast, so an hour later, your body's like, okay, you ate an hour ago, so you're you're ready to eat again. You should probably eat some more. But then the food finally starts to digest, and so it's kind of like it tricks it again, and your body thinks, oh, wow, we're getting all these fatty acids flowing throughout our blood. Give some to the muscle, store some of it. Whatever we got to do. There's plenty of fuel. There's protein from the nuts. That some amino acids we can convert to glucose, give to the brain if necessary to get that blood sugar going. So your brain keeps going, and so it's like you're fed. 2-3 hours after you ate, the food finally starts to digest and you're fed. So it's interesting, and it's an appetite killer, really. I say you get hungry an hour later. I mean, I don't find that all the time. It'll only be if I'm dieting. And if I'm not even dieting and I'm just eating plenty of food overall, that doesn't even happen. I could eat this and then just be good for like 5+ hours. So, it's cool. I mean, I've had such a profound effect with this food. I'll give you like two examples. I'll compare the nuts to a time when I was really, really hungry and ate a lot of popcorn. I was really, really hungry one time and I ate a lot of popcorn. Nothing on it, no butter, no salt, just the kernels, and I popped it myself. And holy crap, half an hour later I was starving. And I'm not talking like okay, I could just, I'm kind of hungry, I'll just eat a little bit more popcorn, I'll just make a meal. I'm talking like I want to freaking rip open the fridge and like just start grabbing random stuff and shoving it in my face. Like crazy hungry, like I'm gonna pass out, low blood sugar crazy, and I rarely get that. I've never actually passed out from having low blood sugar. It was bonkers. And then okay, I ate that popcorn, coming from a state of being really hungry. And I ate a lot of popcorn. I probably had like 400 calories. It took me a long time to eat it. Of popcorn. Like a huge bowl. I ate the whole thing. And half an hour later, just crazy. Just crazy hungry. And I was crazy hungry before I ate the popcorn. So it was like my body just took it and just shredded it. Just immediately digested it. I was like, more! For the love of God, more! Whereas I had that exact same hunger. And then what did I consume? And then I had maybe like 200 calories of the nuts. Like one serving. And I was fine. For a really, really, really long time. Interesting differences. But nuts are a favorite food of mine. And I think everyone who's not allergic could greatly benefit from eating nuts. They are high in calories, but there's something about them. These are magic beans. They're a magic food. They will help you lose weight. They are an incredible appetite suppressant. If you were to just wake up and have nuts for breakfast, you probably could get away, if you had a decent serving of nuts, you could probably get away until dinner time not eating anything else and be happy and satisfied and not think about food. It's an incredible... for a while, when I was dieting, I called nuts, I saw them as little pills. I used to call it my medication because they were that incredible of a food. Just a serving of nuts was like a bulletproof meal. I could just go and go and go and go and have a fantastic amount of energy to do whatever I needed to do. And I've worked out on nuts and had good workouts. And I dieted so hard, had such big deficits, and I'd be starving, and then have, 2 servings of nuts, and it would just instantly go away. I'd be instantly fed. I'd be able to get away with such huge deficits eating nuts. And it's such a small calorie dense food. There's something about it. It's so magical. And then you have to think of the point that not all of it's even digested. The body passes so much of it out through the stool without even breaking it down and utilizing the nutrients. Hello. If you're watching this, and for some reason you sat through my entire video discussion about nuts and why I enjoy eating tree nuts, I thank you for watching, and I would like to apologize for the fact that the video came to a very abrupt end. But please continue this discussion down in the comments section. Once again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos about eating tree nuts.